Thousands of fans began to crowd the Stanford grounds long before the stage lights came on. Since early morning, a line of merchandise has formed a long line around the stadium area, while a sea of purple from the Light Stick Army slowly filled the space that has been better known as the home of the famous campus sports in California. Stanford Stadium, which used to be the venue for university games and ceremonies, is turning into the center of global music attention when BTS brings Arirang's world tour to the Bay Area for 3 major shows on May 16, 17, and 19, 2026. The show marks BTS' first appearance in the Bay Area in 8 years and marks one of the biggest moments in their comeback journey as a full-fledged group. Stanford News. Concerts at Stanford are not just a regular tour agenda. BTS's presence at the stadium carries a strong symbolic meaning, both for fans and the entertainment industry. Stanford Stadium was previously only occasionally used for large-scale music concerts. After another group's performance in the previous year opened a new round of utilization of the venue, BTS was present as one of the biggest names that ever stood in the middle of the stadium's field. The university and organizers described the concert as a meeting between global culture, modern performing arts, and a very large community. The 360-degree stage concept chosen for the Arirang tour became an important part of the experience as it allowed spectators from all sides of the stadium to feel close to the show. Stanford News. The enthusiasm of the public was noticeable long before the first concert day began. On social media and fan communities, the discussion about Stanford continues to increase. Many fans came from different countries and states in the United States to be a part of the show. Long journeys, ticket costs, and merchandise hunting are stories that blend with the experience of watching BTS live. Some reports even say thousands of people began to be in the area around the venue early to buy official merchandise and enjoy the series of community events that grew around the concert. The total audience of the 3 shows is estimated at more than 150,000 people, a figure that shows the incredible scale of BTS's world tour comeback. SF Gate. In the midst of such great attention, Jungkook's name became one of the most talked about. As BTS's youngest member as well as a vocalist with strong stage appeal, her performance at Stanford was the focus of many cameras and fan conversations. Jungkook came to the Arirang tour with a reputation as a performer who consistently demonstrated high energy, steady vocal control, as well as the ability to build connections with audiences in large venues. On the eve of the show, the atmosphere of the stadium showed that the evening will not be ordinary. The entrance is open since the afternoon with special arrangements for VIPs and general spectators. The campus area experienced a significant increase in traffic and public transportation was strengthened to accommodate the flow of fans. Stanford and the organizers implemented a transparent bag policy and a cashless payment system to accelerate the mobility of thousands of people entering the venue. San Francisco Chronicle. The California sun was still felt as the audience began to occupy their seats. Some areas of the stadium are still exposed to twilight light, creating a different atmosphere than an evening concert in an enclosed arena. But precisely that condition gives its own color to the viewing experience at Stanford. In various corners of the stadium, fans prepared light sticks, banners, as well as chanting the names of BTS members while waiting for the show to start. The ARMY community is famous for their coordination and fan chant culture, and Stanford is a living example of how thousands of people from different backgrounds can move in the same rhythm after one musical performance. San Francisco Chronicle. As the stadium lights slowly dimmed and the opening visuals began to appear on giant screens, the crowd cheers turned into sound waves that filled the entire venue. The 360-degree stage concept makes the center of attention right in the middle of the field. Neither side is really far from the show. From different directions, the audience can see the BTS members' formation move at different angles, an approach designed to create a stronger emotional and visual closeness. Stanford News. Jungkook appeared with the other members amid huge cheers that instantly shook the stadium. The energy of the opening concert shows the reason why he is often referred to as one of the most stable performers in the group. With precise movements and controlled expressions, Jungkook showed off his stage skills that have developed over the years. From the technical side, the 360-degree stage demands high mobility because the performer must continue to maintain visual communication with the audience in all directions. In such situations, Jungkook is seen actively moving and utilizing the stage area to ensure each side of the stadium gets a moment of interaction. Many of the fans in attendance described the BTS viewing experience at Stanford as a mix between the scale of a large stadium and a feel that still felt personal. In concerts with tens of thousands of spectators, the ability of performers to maintain closeness is a challenge. Jungkook, according to numerous fan testimonies in the online community, was able to maintain that focus through the camera's gaze, his response to fan chants, as well as his habit of moving closer to different sides of the stage. Reddit. That night, Stanford became not only a concert venue, but also a global fan culture meeting room. Outside the stadium, the Bay Area fan community even raised funds to pay a special tribute through a moving billboard that displayed a welcome message for all BTS members including Jungkook. The initiative shows that for many fans, a concert is not just 2 hours of musical performance, but rather a collective experience built together over the months before the day of the show arrives. San Francisco Chronicle. For Jungkook himself, Stanford became one of the important stages in the Arirang Tour series. After a long period marked by individual activities and group trips that changed due to various factors, performing again in full formation in front of tens of thousands of people presented an emotional dimension of its own. But what was most noticeable throughout the beginning of the concert was not nostalgia, but the intensity of the performance that was maintained. I will continue to the next section without chapters until the long script is finished.